I will say this, and I say this unashamedly, and I'm going to embarrass our next guest. And I've called a lot of Warriors games over the time. I mean, I called for Sky Sport New Zealand there for a while. I'm going to put him in my top 5 favourite Warriors, Jazz Tevaga, because this bloke epitomised the name of the team, the Warrior. He was... Man, he has played his entire career above his weight. I'd have this bloke playing for my life, Jazz Tevaga. I think he's a great pickup for Manly. I think the Warriors will regret losing him. Now, we're here to embarrass you, Jazz, because you're on the line as our special guest ahead of making your Manly debut, which will be against the Cowboys at 4 Pines Park Saturday night. Welcome to the program, Jazz.
Thank you, mate. I love hearing my advice getting pumped up from you, Vossy, so keep going, mate.
Keep it up, Andrew.
No, but I do mean it. And, Jazz, we go back a long way. Just refresh our memory, because it is a 17-man game these days. Years ago, you won. The first time they had the Dally M, they had like the Interchange Player of the Year. You were seen as the number one X factor to come off the bench in the game. What year was that you won that award?
That was 2018, Voss. Yeah. It was a pretty good year for myself. I think it was my breakout year, to be honest. But yeah, certainly had a good year that year, and haven't looked back yet, so it's been going all right.
So after 9 years at the Warriors, Jazz, was it tough leaving?
It was tough, Brandy. I wasn't too keen on the move at first, but coming over here, it's been a blessing in disguise. It's been really refreshing for me and my family. The lifestyle change here on the beaches is a lot different to South Auckland, where I'm from, so it's been refreshing. I felt like at the Warriors, my career sort of was plateauing for a bit, so I felt like the change was needed, and Manly, when the Manly opportunity come up, it was a no-brainer.
Not a bad place to live, the beaches. No. And just on when you got there, and I know players, it's a little bit different these days. Everyone seems to know everyone, and everyone talks, but just arriving there, and you're amongst players like Tom Trbojevic and Daly Cherry Evans and Jake Trbojevic, some fantastic players that have been in the NRL for a long time, as you have too, but what was it like coming to Manly and mingling and then training and getting to know the rest of the boys?
Yeah, it was very nerve-wracking, Brandy. It was like, first day at a new school. Sort of had to, step back, and I was a bit uncomfortable because, I didn't know too many people. But just watching them, how they went about their business, Ches, he's a grandpa now, and he's still running around covering up all the young fellas. So just the way they train, how they apply themselves, the professionalism, the standards that they've set. The reason why they've had a long, successful career is because the way they train, I believe. And it's been awesome. It's rubbing shoulders with them.
Okay, now we've just given our tips, and one of the discussion points about Manly is the fact that Jazz Tevaga's playing hooker. Well, he's certainly been named to play hooker. When did you stop? When did you stop being a regular hooker for the Warriors?
Bro, that was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. It was about, I think, 2016, 17. I sort of stopped playing hooker, and I moved into the lock role. That's when before when I first started playing, they were saying the reason I played hooker is because they were saying you're too small. But then the modern day lock now, you got Ruben Cotter, Cam Murray, Victor Radley. We're not big guys.
No.
I think the thing we offer is, we're a different body shape, and we have leg speed over the big boys. Yep. And then you add the ball playing into it, which is always helps. So I stopped in 2016, 17, and Sieb said to me, I can fill in there. Yeah. But Sieb said to me after Crooks had to go for surgery that I might need to start the game, just to take the brunt out of the game for the young fellas, Jake or Gordon, who was the other hooker.
Yeah. Well, it's all happening. Now, we will say, I think there's still a few hundred tickets available. So let's sell them now for 4 Pines Park Saturday night. It's worth noting, it's the first of 8 times this season that all 3 grades will play on the one day. So it's old school. It's 3 grades playing, but among the crowd, Jazz, is your dad. Your dad has, Joe, has flown into Sydney. Is that correct? He'll be there?
Yeah, he'll be there watching me.
What's he doing with the Northern Beaches?
Yeah, he's loving it too. The bloke's walking around with his shirt off down at the DY beach, taking it all in. You don't get too much sun in New Zealand. But no, he's loving it at the moment. And my old man's he's probably my hardest critic. Even now, he'll send me messages at halftime, and I'll have to run in and check my phone and see what he's told me I need to work on or what I need to stop doing wrong.
And it's always good talking to someone after they've been at a club for such a long time, and you've gone through a number of coaches at the Warriors. But when you arrived at Manly and after spending weeks training, do they do things any differently, or is it really cookie cutter stuff and everyone does the same thing, or do Manly do it different to what you've been used to?
Yeah, I think every club does it different. There are some similarities, but every club does it different. Even our trainer, Jason Clark, he's from the UK. He runs things a lot different. So the Warriors, just for example, our conditioning we did a lot of long running stuff, and then come here, it's a real positional focus. So the middle just do real short off the deck stuff, which is happy days for me because I'm a shit runner. So. Siebes is real big on time away from football. Yeah. So he makes sure we do our work when we come in. We train hard, but then he gives us that time off. So yeah, there's heaps of little differences that they do. But yeah. For me, it was the lifestyle. It was a big change.
Well, Jazz, you got a lot of running to do. If you're going to play number 9, you got to be on the ball. You got to be there. You have to be there every play the ball.
I know. All I have to do is pass the ball. One of the journos asked me, "How does it feel to steer the team around?" I'm not steering nothing around me. I'm just following the ball and making sure I get it to Tommy or Ches at the right time. It's hard though because I got Ches, Brooksy, and Tommy. They all want the ball. Yeah. So they're all screaming. We have an overcall. I won't say what it is, but we have an overcall, and all three of them are calling the overcall at once.
Well, this is going to work well. This Saturday night, I got a bad feeling about this.
I'm not going to tell you what to do, but Vossy's already gone the early crow, and he thinks Tom Trebojevic can score a hat-trick on Saturday night. So I'm thinking if they're all three are calling that overcall, whatever it is, you give it to Tommy. I think Tommy's the man.
Tommy's the man, eh? Yeah, I'll take that on board.
Hey, Jazz, I'm so glad that our audience is getting to hear your personality come through because I've always loved when I've attended Warriors and you've always got something to hey, bro. you are an essential part of a rugby league culture and a team because you do like to have fun, but on field, wow. You would chase a starving dog out of a butcher shop. You're that competitor. You are now Manly player number 662. Some love on the text line. You can tell, Jazz, I'm originally from South Auckland too, but now a Northern Beaches Kiwi. Once here, it's hard to leave. That's from Azza of DY. Western Sydney Eagle, one of our regulars. Can't wait to watch you play for the mighty Eagles, Jazz. Go Manly. So there's a lot of love in the room. I'm sure you'll do Manly. You'll do yourself proud and your dad proud in the crowd with his shirt off. All the best, Jazz.
Yeah, thank you, brother. They're calling me the Bald Eagle now, so...
The Bald Eagle.
Oh, let's go catch. I'll go on with that. I'll write that down. That's the new nickname, the Bald Eagle, Jazz Tevaga.
I want to hear that when I watch the TV back, bro.
All the best, Jazz. All the best, brother.
Thank you.
Good talking to you.
Oh, mate, I'll stand by it. One of my top 5 favourite Warriors. We're talking Johnson, Connie Harrell and that, but Jazz is in there.
Now you're talking the Bald Eagle.
And now he's the Bald Eagle at Manly. You heard it here first. That's breaking news, folks, on SEN.
Click on the SEN app to get every run, every tackle. If you're at the game, click on Stadium. If you're at home, click on Sync to get it as it happens.